What's up everybody? Angelic Vixen here from Lucky by Nature, and today we are going to talk about the Warpaint. I am super excited about this change because it allows a lot of creativity, colors, designs, patterns, whatever you can imagine. You pretty much can paint on your dinos, yourself, your tribe mates, whatever floats your boat. So it's a great change. The only disadvantage that I see as a big problem for people is the color mutation breeding. That's basically going to come to an end, because what would be the point of doing a color mutation, breeding event when you can just paint it? Of course, the breeding will still, be ongoing because you want to breed for stats, but as far as color, you won't need to do that anymore. So let's get right into it. Alright, and quickly I just want to go over the colors with you. There are a ton of colors available in ARC. These are just kind of the basic colors, and then I'm going to show you another screen that has additional colors. There are new people watching, so I'm just going to quickly go over it. You make the color dyes either in the cooking pot or the industrial cooker. Basically, if you start out from scratch, all of us start out with the cooking pot. I actually came from primitive, so even when we were, advanced players and we were like level 90 and up, we still have to use the cooking pot. So you become very proficient, and it's a slow process, but it's, possible. When we tried non-primitive, we got the industrial cooker, and that thing is a lifesaver, not just in color dyes, but even in recipes. It is ridiculously fast. So if you are a non-primitive, you'll start out with the cooking pot and eventually move up to the industrial cooker. And if you're not, well, you'll get really used to using water skins and water jars and making your dyes in the slow process of the cooking pot. Alright, so I'm going to show you just the basic on how this works. You have the option of painting either your character or your dino. You equip, let's say, the paintbrush and then select the colors that you want to use. So I'm just going to show you the basic how this works on the character. So you select the color you want and you start painting. You can do patterns, designs, so on and so forth. So go ahead and just watch this and you'll get like a basic idea of how this works. So as you can see, this is a fairly straightforward process. Basically pick the colors, put the color on, put the designs, so on and so forth. So it's not complicated. The most time-consuming part is basically coming up with something that's original, creative, your design, something that fits you, that really makes you stand out as a tribe, as a survivor on ARC. But overall, it's a very simple process, and it's actually a lot of fun. Alright, now on to the fun part. Let's start painting the dinos. This is so much fun. If you're creative, you are going to absolutely love doing this. Sky's the limit on the possibilities of painting dinos. If you're willing to invest the time, you can create pretty much anything you can possibly imagine. So just keep watching, and that way I'll show you, just the overall process of painting a dino. So as you can see, it's a fun process. You can do whatever you want, something simple, something intricate. That's why I showed you like the basic one on like the Giga, the Rex, and then I showed you the RG, because if you're willing to invest the time, you can create something really fantastic. Dinos have never looked this good before, because honestly, like the color mutations, they never looked this good. And if you are creative, you can create just anything you can possibly imagine in color and design. So this is just so much fun, and now dinos are really going to stand out. Another really cool feature with the Warpaint is you can save the design, so you can always go back and add it to other dinos. But if you create the design, let's say on an RG, basically that design is now set for the RG. You won't be able to use that particular design and upload it and paint it to another, you know, let's say Rex. It has to be another RG, but you can save it, so you can actually repeat the design. You don't have to worry about losing all of your hard work once you've created something that you really love. So I want to showcase some of the really fun stuff you can create with the Warpaint. A lot of people don't realize that, you know, you can create characters in your dinos. It's not just, you know, throwing on some paint and voila, you have a painted dino. You can actually get very creative. So just watch through this and you're going to see some amazing ideas that you can create on your own and make it so much fun, and people are going to be impressed, and they're going to of course want your designs. There has been a couple of questions that I wanted to go over really quick. The first question was, if it rains, does the paint come off the dino or even on your character? And the answer is no. From my experience so far, the paint has stayed on perfectly through the rain. No issue whatsoever. The other question that I got was, if you transfer your dino, does the paint come off? From my experience, which I'm thinking this might be a glitch and Wildcard will fix it, from my experience so far, the dinos do lose their paint when they transfer. Of course, you can save your design so you can always put it back on your dino. The only disadvantage to that is you would have to make more paint. But that is probably something that Wildcard will fix, but as of right now, that is happening. At least that's what happened to me. You can make ARC superheroes. You can have your own ARC superhero squad. It's so much fun and I absolutely love it. I hope you guys have a blast with the Warpaint and make some really, you know, amazing designs. If you have any cool designs, you know, tweet me. It's Angelic Vixen on Twitter. I would love to see them, see what you create. So I really hope the video was helpful, and until next video, keep surviving.
My work saved the human race.